begin in a seated position, either on your heels or in a cross-legged position or even in a chair, whatever is most comfortable for you. And draw your shoulders away from your ears. You can even press your hands into the ground if that helps. Keep your shoulders long, your neck long. And begin neck circles. When you go fully in one direction, come back in the opposite direction. So you're alternating sides here. Notice how when you do your neck circles, like when I'm going this way, this shoulder wants to creep up, draw it down, fight that. And act as if you're going in big, long circles, never crunching into the sides, like crunching like that. There's a lift as you make this motion. One more. Good, and now reach your arms out and then take your fingers and they are going on either side of your cervical spine. I'll turn around so you guys can see what I'm doing. So here, you're gonna take your fingers and pull the fleshy stuff, all the muscles away from the cervical spine, working your fingers up and down your spine. Chin is slightly drawn down toward your chest. Let this feel good. And continue with your breathing. Good. Now inhale, arms come overhead, reaching up and out from your lats. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Exhale, bring your elbows together. Inhale, open up, reach your arms out and around. Back of the hands come to your sacrum. Exhale, squeeze your elbows together. Inhale. Exhale. Good, now, arms out like so. You've got your palm reaching out toward the ceiling as you reach out to one side, rotate, palm comes up to the ceiling on the opposite side. Now take your eyes where those upturned palms go. Reach and stretch. Reach and stretch. And as I'm reaching through this side, I'm bearing down through the hip on the opposite side. And feel that internal and external rotation from the shoulders. Again, always understanding or remembering that these movements are coming from our core, from our trunk, the center point of our bodies, not just our arms. That's your last one there. Now bring the bottom of your feet together. Bear down through the outer points of your knees. Imagine tiny weights drawing them down toward the ground, okay? And then lift up from your sacrum, drawing your shoulders away from your ears once more. Lifting up, you're gonna come around your body like so. Use your elbows to press into your shins. So you're pressing those knees down more. My chin is tucked down toward my chest. I gaze down to the lowest part of my belly. So you are inhaling, filling that low belly, exhaling, drawing the lowest part of your belly in, pelvic floor up so that the low back opens. No crunching here, just continually rounding, like you're rounding over a small stability ball. Every time you exhale, you try to bring your forehead closer to your toes. Last breath. Good, and now lie onto your back and bring your feet mat distance apart. Inhale, drop the inside knee like so. Exhale, bring it up. We're doing 90-90s. I want you to feel this stretch from your psoas and from your abs all the way down through the inside knee as you rotate. Inhale, exhale, rotate. Try to keep both shoulders plugged into the mat here. Last one. Good. Now, bring one of your legs into figure 4 like so. All right. And then you're going to give yourself a nice stretch. Draw in, bear down through that heel, and lift up into a hip bridge. Bring it in. And then lift it up. Squeeze your glutes. Opening here, and then tightening as you lift. Always want to make sure that you've got you're bearing away, pushing that knee away as you draw in to get a deeper stretch. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Crossing that ankle over your knee, bring it in, down, and lift it up. Try to find the big toe on this leg, on the stabilizing leg, the inner part of your heel too. Bear down, but lift the arch up. Last one. And then turn for your spinal twist. You're grabbing hold of that bottom foot, placing your hands on that top knee, turning your eye gaze over your shoulder, twisting from your cervical spine all the way down to your sacrum. Breathe. Bearing down through your shoulders, plug them into the mat. Twist your spine like you're wringing out a wet washcloth twist. And 2 more breaths right here. Feels so good. Come through center. Feet hip distance apart. So they are like in a V shape almost. Inhale, reach your arm overhead, push your hips through, chest through. Exhale, come back through center. Alternate sides here. Wild thing. Try to get your hips high as you can. Open your chest up too. You're activating through your back body. So feel your lats turn on. Feel your back body tighten as the front of your body is meant to open in this position. last one. Good. Come into a runner's lunge here. All right, once you're settled, I want you to bring your elbow to your ankle and then twist. And if this is all you need today, that's okay. Hang here. You can even try working on bringing both of your forearms to the ground, but maybe you need that thoracic spine rotation. Inhale down. Exhale, try to stack your shoulders, squeeze your hip points together though. Last one. And then we're going directly to the other side. Step it back. All right, here we are, settling in. Give yourself a minute to get there. I'm actually feeling pretty warm at this point in the day, but I'm not always like that. So if it's early in the morning and you're up here, that's all right. If you can't reach the inside of your ankle and it's just the inside of your shin, that's okay. Just be where you're at. The whole point of these movements is to try to get more space in the body, wherever you're at. Our bodies are different every day. They're different at different points in the day. So practice no judgment with where you're at. Instead, just try to get into a position where you create more space to move with ease throughout the rest of your day. Exhale to twist. This is your last one. Good. Now, wide forward fold. So inhale, lift. Your heels are on the outside, toes are on the inside. Inhale, lift, and then exhale, fold. Let it go. You're continually drawing the lowest part of your belly in so that the low back will open. Bear down through all four corners of each foot, drawing the arches of your feet upward. Draw your quads up into your hips. So turn them on so that the hamstrings will stretch safely. Relax your head completely. Feel all 8 to 10 pounds of it drawing closer to the earth with each exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Cossack squat. So meet me here, all right? So you might be up here. Get your toes on the opposite side to face the ceiling, and then alternate sides. Come through the center. Some of you guys don't need hands. That's fantastic. So everyone in my gym is required to do this move, practice it for hip mobility. But most people start here, right? And you're working your knee out over your toes, then come through center and switch sides. You can crawl there. You can crawl like this. Go slow. Good. Now have a seat here, all right? Internally rotate your leg, externally rotate, all right? You're bearing down through both hip points. Externally rotate, and why don't you give me a heel lift here? Not easy. Boom. Externally rotate. And give me a heel lift. Good, so you're gonna keep your foot flexed as you lift it up. Squeeze. This is your last one on this side. Good. Let's switch sides. Inhale down, exhale up. And let's add that heel lift. Boom. And while you move, you're just practicing proper posture. So bearing down through the hips, keeping your chest broad and open, spine long. So you're like a ballerina from your spine all the way through the top of your head, nice and long, no crunching. Full diaphragmatic breathing the whole way. This is your last one. Those heel lifts are tough for me. All right, now today they are. Go ahead and lay down on your back. And let's practice tailbone tucks. So pushing your tailbone out, draw it in. And that's all that we're doing. Arms out like a T, anchor your palms into the ground. Inhale to open, exhale, close. By pressing your thoracic spine into the mat, even here, let's hold and just draw your ribs down towards your hips and hold this position. Feel your whole back body plug itself into the mat. Exhale, squeeze ribs to hips. Also squeeze that thoracic spine into the ground. And let's tilt again. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. Exhale, tuck it under. Good. Now from here, I want you to lift up, hip bridge, and reach the opposite corner of your mat. Eyes go where those fingertips go. And from here, you're reaching and lifting up out of the center point of your body, like the center point of your spine as you reach behind you. Two. Last one. Good. Now, bottom of your feet together. Chin drawn down towards your chest. Make your hands into a triangle and place them between your hip points and breathe. When you inhale, bring the breath all the way down to the space between your hips. When you exhale, draw the breath up from your pelvic floor through the low belly, your thoracic spine, cervical spine, up through the midbrain, space between the eyebrows, and out through the nostril tips. So in your mind's eye, follow the journey of the breath. Again, inhaling through the nostril tips, up through space between the eyebrows, back through midbrain, and down through the back of your throat, thoracic spine, low belly, and into the pelvic bowl. And as you exhale, reverse that journey of the breath. Good, now bring your knees up, Press your feet into the ground and slowly come to a seated position. And that concludes our practice of mobility today. Have a good one. Bye-bye.